Here he is, Bud Terrence Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Thank you, Todd. You know what? Outside, it's hot. Inside, it's roasting.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter shot. That right hook catching air. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These 2 boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard.
And down goes Crawford. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again, and that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. It's not over.
Big deep breath.
Here we go for round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
His stamina is off the charts. That counter punch caught him clean. Jab slightly off target. And he scores with the counter. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again.
1, to me. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Oh, I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Counter punching. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What a huge momentum.
Go back.
Let's get it started in round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well done with that counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Terence Crawford just got rocked. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Insane action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering...
Don't worry.
Back at it in round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He wasn't ready for that counter punch. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. They exchange punches. Unlucky to miss with that jab. That counter shot lands. Halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a counter shot. Got out of the way of that right hook. Can't land the jab there. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
What do you do?
That bet.
All that working.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Missing with that right hook. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Beautiful left hook. Nice counter shot. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Every time they throw a shot, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well,
Just get your breath back.
There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He got out of the way of that right hook. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher? Hold that thought! Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. Got out of the way of that right hook. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. He threw a punch and just got countered. Talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Here comes round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? This with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Swing and a miss with the hook. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for it. Round 8, and we're off again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Nope, that hook won't score. Good counter punch. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, you're
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Alvarez in that last round.
I like that round.
Let's see how...
1, 2, straight down.
And we enter the night. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
He misses with that jab. Perfect counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. fast, sharp, powerful. And it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Crawford is dazed. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Trying to land that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did.
You weren't loading up.
There's the bell to start round 10. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Incredible work rate. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he misses with that jab. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Nice counter shot. Just misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
Take him out.
There's the bell to start round 11. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The perfect counter lands. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Is he going to punch himself out, though? He just misses with that jab. And he wasn't for that counter punch. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Don't give him no free shot.
There's the bell for round 12. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Swing and a miss with that jab. There's a counter shot. And miss with that jab. This has been a very competitive round between these two. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Good counter punching. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Crawford's legs are all over the place. I'm not sure about the judges on this one. A split decision win.
A split decision? How one-sided does it have to be? A split decision? Who's doing this job? Todd, tell me, come on, talk to me, man. That is not a split decision. Ridiculous.